Hey guys, this is Wilfred Ellie here, and today we're going to do What If Female Deku Was the Daughter of President Mike? Part 2. The last thing where we left off is Hinata saving Uraraka and taking her to Recovery Girl's office, and she left and Uraraka asked for her name and she said Hinata Aizawa. And yeah, for you people who haven't finished or haven't really gone through part 1, isn't President Mike's name is last name is Yamada? Yes, but Aizawa is married to President Mike now, and this is how it works. Okay, Hinata's mom died from a sickness before her 4th birthday. Now, a few years later, when she was 6 or 7, she was introduced to the UA staff. And then a few years later, Aizawa and Mike got married, and yeah. So, let's get to the first day of UA. Since Aizawa was a teacher, they legit had to wake up early in the morning and had to go to UA. So, once they got there, Hinata just slept, and yeah. Because it was really early in the morning. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. So, the class slowly filled up, okay? No one really wanted to disturb her no one really wanted to disturb her because they know that she's sleeping and they have to be pretty quiet. Because what they saw from the entrance exam, she has so many abilities. No one really knows what her exact quirk is. So yeah, Aizawa and Hinata woke up at the same time, and it was really noisy. And they said in synchronization, "Shut up." Yep, Aizawa influenced Hinata, and yeah, she's a little more cranky and more sleepy. But she still has her Hinata personality, okay? Personality is basically both President Mike's and Aizawa's combined. Since Aizawa had influenced her, okay? And she's also pretty good at martial arts because of Aizawa, and yeah. So, yeah. Aizawa said, "Okay, class, shut up, except for Hinata. Okay, so put on these gym uniforms and get your gym uniforms and just go to the locker room and go." Hinata was the only one to stand up, took it, and left. And people are protesting, and Aizawa said, "Okay, whoever doesn't listen to me will be expelled. Whoever doesn't go to the locker rooms and take their gym clothes and go to the locker rooms is expelled." And they instantly gone. And Hinata was already outside. So the thing with Mineta happens to Mineta. So yeah. Aizawa handed her the ball and said, Okay, Hinata, you got first in the entrance exam and beating All Might's record, so go." And Bakugo heard this and is pretty mad. I'm sorry for the cut, and yeah. So this is the ball throw test. Hinata first made a wind spear and then collided with a tornado, and then threw it and then put some more wind pressure with kicks and punches, and it went off flying. Aizawa looked at at the device and it said error, error, infinity. Or just infinity, okay? People were pretty shocked. And went back. So, yeah. Also, Hinata can also use her wind kind of like a telekinesis thing. Like, kind of like telekinesis. But it's not telekinesis. So, the ball drill, we already know who got first. Hinata, because Uraka was lower. And then in the speed, the 50-meter dash, she got first, beating Ida in a few milliseconds. And Ida said, "Wow, you're a pretty fast runner. We should race sometime." And Hinata said, "Sure." And then with the grip test, she didn't really got it good, so I bet she got 4th or 5th. Okay, let's see. So she got, and then let's just say she got 5th in the grip test, in the side-to-side lunges, sit-ups, and yeah, she got 2nd in that one. So in all total, she got about first. I mean, she got about 2nd. I mean, yeah, she got about 2nd. Momo in 1st, she's in 2nd, and everyone else went. Bakugo was pretty mad because 2 people beat him. A few people beat him, and yeah. So, let's go to the heroes versus villains test. By the way, since Alma is considered as a UA staff, Hinata already met him. And All Might, oh yeah, All Might was still looking for a successor, okay? He hasn't really made good stuff, he hasn't really decided on it yet. So her two best candidates are Hinata or Mirio. Or Kirishima. Okay? So yeah. Once All My barges in and says, "I'm coming to the door like a normal person." And then he went out. People were like, "Oh wow, it's All Might, and he's in his old retro costume." And yeah. People were fanboying and fangirling, and he says, "Well, we can have our heroes. Well, you can't be heroes without your hero costumes." And All Might pressed the button and suitcases and their hero costumes came out. Let me find a good hero costume, so I'm sorry for the cut, so yeah. I'm sorry, couldn't really find any good hero suits for her, so you can imagine it any way you want. So yeah. Now, let's go to the heroes versus villains test. So, which one should we do? I really want to do a different matchup. So, I think we should, do Shoto Todoroki and Shoto Todoroki and Shoto Todoroki and Uraraka. Wait, Okay, let's see. This should be a good team. Okay, let's do Kiri. Let's do Ida and Shoji versus Kirishima and okay, let's see. Okay, Ida and Soji versus Kirishima and Hinata. Ida and Soji as the villains and Kirishima and Hinata as the heroes. Okay, that's good. So, after a few minutes, they got in. Hinata said to Kirishima to hold on. She held out her hand and no. First they introduced themselves. Okay. Kirishima said, "Hi, I'm Ejiro Kirishima. My quirk is hardening. What about yours?" Hi, I'm Hinata Aizawa. And she doesn't really reveal her quirk and she said that my quirk, she said, "Hi, I'm Hinata Aizawa. My quirk is air manipulation." Kirishima said, "Oh, cool." And first, she said, "Okay, Ida and Soji possibly hid the bomb in the fifth or sixth floor." Okay. So, yeah. So Hinata told Kirishima to hold her hand, and Kirishima did, and then she flew. And they looked in the fifth floor, there's not. So they looked in the sixth floor, and there's something, okay? They went in. Okay. She said, "Kirishima, you be the distraction, okay? I'll put you in level 4 and tell me when you're there, and set you on level 4, okay? I'll put you on level 4, okay? So, and then you be the distraction to budge into the door." Kirishima said, "Okay." Kirishima did it, and then Hinata went to the window stealthily and then go behind the bomb and touched it. And All Might said, "Heroes team win!" While Kirishima was fighting Ida and Soji, they figured out that Hinata was the one who gone behind, and yeah. When All Might said who was the MVP, okay, Kirishima made a distraction, and then when Ida and Soji were distracted, Hinata gone and touched the bomb. Momo said Hinata was the MVP since she made a plan. And touched the bomb. And I was like, "Very good, young Momo." And yeah, I think we should go on to the USJ now. Okay. So in the USJ, everyone was talking about their quirks and how they work. Until Sue bring up what was Hinata's quirk. Hinata said that her quirk is air manipulation. She can make air spears. She can fly. She can make air pressurized attacks. She can make attacks from the wind pressure. She can make tornadoes, cyclones, etc., etc. And I can also basically use my quirk kind of like a telekinesis quirk, but it's not. People were amazed of Hinata's quirk, and Momo bring up. Oh yeah, So yeah, once they got to the USJ, everyone's fanboying and fangirl. People were fangirling and fanboying about 13, especially Araka, since she always wanted to go to space. And technically, she can also. Hinata can survive without oxygen because air manipulation. She can legit make air. So yeah. Now the villains attacked Aizawa and Hinata went down. They keep on attacking the villains, and yeah. Aizawa didn't get that hurt that much since Hinata was there. So yeah, when Shigaraki saw this, he was like, "Nomu, kill them!" And Nomu went off, and Hinata told Ida to go get All Might. Ida escaped. All Might burst through the door saying, "I am here!" To find that Hinata and Aizawa are kind of struggling against this thing, but after a little while, okay, before All Might arrived, Hinata and Aizawa were struggling, okay? Hinata was doing air pressurized kicks and doing some tornadoes, which didn't really affect the Nomu. Aizawa and Shigaraki said, "You can't kill it. It was supposed to kill All Might. It has regeneration, shock absorption, and super strength. And it's fast and super speed. I don't really know what the other quirks are, so yeah." So once All Might came, All Might busted through the door, kicked the Nomu out with the help of Aizawa and Hinata. And yeah, the students were really, and then the students teleported, and yeah, they came back. Now let's go to the UA Sports Festival. At the UA Sports Festival, Aizawa told them that they're gonna train for that they have 2 weeks off, and once we came back, it's the sports festival. So yeah, when the sports festival came, everyone's pretty excited, okay? So and the first obstacle was a race. So when Mr. Mike said go, Midnight said go, they gone. And Hinata wasn't really catching Todoroki's eyes because she was flying. And yeah, she was flying in really fast. The Bakugo and Todoroki were behind her, and then she began flying even faster, and within 10 minutes she's already there at the finish line. Now, let's go to the cavalry battle. The cavalry battle, she asked Midnight if she can go alone because everyone's giving her death stares. So when Midnight said go, Hinata just flew up. She's just up there. She's like, "Ayo, hello." And yeah, she was sleeping. Okay, she fell asleep on top of there, and yeah, people were trying to get her, but she's too high, and she was sleeping also. And now let's go to the third event, which was the race. I mean, not the race, the 1v1s. So when the 1v1s showed up, it was, let's do Shinso versus Hinata. Shinso was rambling up, and Ojiro already warned her, and she said, "Thank you, Ojiro-kun." And yeah, Hinata just did a whole pressurized wind attack instantly and kicked out Shinso. Now let's move on to the fight against Todoroki. Hinata and the boy said that he wants Shoto to use his fire, and he said, oh yeah, in those 2 weeks, guess what? Hinata got one for all. Yeah, she got one for all. She got one for all. Hinata got one for all, which actually boosted her. And now since she trained with Aizawa, she can control about 13% of one for all. 8% of one for all. Since she's smart, she actually learned full cowling. Okay, this is one of my first This is one of the first times I gave female my Deku one for all. So yeah. Okay. Now, when it started, Todoroki gave a lot of ice. Oh yeah, Hinata's lightning is just blue, okay, around her. And she also told her dads, and they agreed to it, and yeah. She was doing some punches, some air pressurized punches and kicks. Yeah. And Darren saw this and he was like, just like All Might's. And he shrugged it off since he remembered that she's Aizawa's and Mike's kid. So he's like, yeah. And Todoroki hasn't said, are you All Might's secret love child? Wait, to be honest, she kind of looks like All Might, but you get the point. They already know that Aizawa's her dad. And they already know Person Mike is the other dad. And they know that her mom died from an illness, so yeah. Now, let's go. And yeah, they kept on doing this, and then they decide to power up. And Sina realized that Todoroki was going faster, and she was like, "It's you. Use your fire, Todoroki. It's not always gonna go on like this. You can't. Here we are trying to be heroes and with our fullest potential, while you're just holding back. You're only using half your power." Todoroki thought of this, and yeah. He got the flashback and then the burn, and yeah. He used his flames. Hinata began to power up. Todoroki did his move. Hinata dodged it and sent him flying out of the ring. Hinata won. Let's go with Bakugo and Hinata. Hinata and Bakugo were never really cared for each other, since Hinata never even met Bakugo in her childhood. And Bakugo wants to show everyone that he's #1, so yeah. They went off, and then Hinata just did some air pressurized kicks first, and Bakugo dodges. And using one for all, she turned Bakugo were charging. Bakugo did an Alex Pin impact where Hinata dodged just in time. And Hinata did multiple air pressurized kicks and attacks and punches, which some of them actually hit Bakugo and almost got him out of the ring. But with Bakugo's explosions, he came up. And she remembered something. She's also a pretty good strategist. She remembers how hot-headed Bakugo is, and she's like, Hey Baku, why don't you go? And then Bakugo got really mad and tried to do some more Elixir impacts with Hinata dodging almost every one of them. And she's like, Bakugo, you should be Bakugan. And Bakugo got more angry because Hinata was making fun of him, and then when it's the perfect time to strike, Bakugo accidentally used his own explosion on himself because he used a too big explosion, and then a really big explosion, and Hinata just did an air pressurized kick to make it faster, so Bakugo can't really stop himself from flying out of the ring, and Hinata won. Bakugo's chained up on the log. Hinata got first, Bakugo got second, and Tokoyami got third. So now let's go to the internships. Okay? So, yeah, let's go to the internships. Once the internships came, she got the most, okay. Okay, so Hinata was the first, had internships, had most internships, and yeah. So she didn't really have to go to Gran Torino's. Aizawa said that that for now she doesn't have to choose his or Mike's. They didn't really send her a agents to go to their agency because they want her to learn more stuff from other heroes besides them. So she went with Endeavor. Okay, I'm putting her into Endeavor and with Endeavor. Okay. Endeavor saw that Hinata accepted his invite to go to his agency because he saw that and people were questioning about her quirk. And Professor Mike said, "Oh, Hinata's quirk. Her quirk is she basically has two quirks. She has a enhancement quirk and she has a wind quirk." So yeah. And they gone to Endeavor and trained both Shoto and Hinata. So yeah. And then let's go to the Hosusui attack. And Hinata pulled Shoto aside and saying, "Okay, Ida's about to do something stupid. He's going to face off the hero killer, so let's ask permission to use her quirks and let's go save his butt." Shoto agrees and they ask Endeavor if they have permission to use their quirks. Endeavor said yes. And you know the rest. Hinata and Shoto went off to find Ida. They found Ida must get to be stabbed with the hero killer. Hinata did a airwave blast that actually took Stain by surprise, and yeah. Todoroki froze Stain, and yeah. Stain is now gone. And they went to visit Ida for scars and stuff. And the head of police told them that that was really irresponsible and it's illegal to use your quirks in public, so you either go to jail and get the credit, or not get the credit and don't go to jail. And they're like, "We got permission from Endeavor." And yeah. And the head of police started asking Endeavor if it was true. Endeavor said yes, it is, and yeah. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. This is what female Deku was President Mike's daughter, part 2. So be sure to like and subscribe. I take suggestions, and one more thing, please don't spam. It's pretty bad for my channel.